Howdy guys, how you doing out there? Hope you're doing really well. It's another sweltering hot day. We're still in the middle of COVID. It's 40 degrees out here. What are we going to do but have a look at another niggling issue on your van, right? This one is not for the faint of heart. I need to warn you at the top of this video, if you are of a sensitive disposition, please look away now for the next 10 minutes. To the others out there with a Land Rover 30 years and older, you'll know exactly what's coming, and you've done this before and you've been in there, and this is why I give you a warning from the start. Those with a younger vehicle, this will probably happen to you once, maybe in the future, so it'd be nice to know what's happening and how you can attack it, because it literally is a very quick fix, but very annoying when you can't use it properly. I'm referring to the door. No matter what you do, so you're stuck in your car and you have to resort to doing this, which I don't really mind doing, but I have a roadworthy check coming up very soon, so I need to have it sorted. The Land Rover door interior door card. Nothing much to see here. Screws on the outside. This is your little button to lock the door lock, door handle, manual window winders, still works, and your interior door latch. So let's attack, man. What do we need for this job? Screwdrivers, a star and a flat, a smaller star. These are exceedingly long, which I got from my lovingly beautiful wife, thank you. Also, we need some spanners. I keep packing these away in the car and I keep forgetting how much I need them, so I have to keep digging them out. So I might give them a better, more easily accessible space. Excuse my shades, man. These aren't not 2020 anymore, so I need a bit of help. A bit of bifocals, which is probably quite amusing to some of you, but wait till you get to my age and you might understand. First of all, we need to remove the thorn. It's gone right through my flip-flop. And there's some flies around. So first of all, this thing here literally pops right out. Screwdriver. There's a couple of star screws around the edge. Don't know if you can see this, but someone's been at this before. Every single screw is different. So it's not the first time this door card has been taken off, and that's not standard. I don't know many Landies that are standard, so for me it's par for the course, man. Let's keep going. This is why we need more than one screwdriver. This one isn't even doing much. It's just kind of sitting in there. What else do we have? This one, literally loose. This one here. So yeah, it really is a potluck with these things, whatever you find in here. Each one is different, man. Yours is different. And you can see this thing has been around. So now we need a flathead. Flathead sounds like a Harley. Oh, that's quite tough, that one. Okay, that one's probably doing all the work. And then that one's not doing all the work. Oh, who knows why this is here. So this is definitely not a standard issue. This one's really tight. So yeah, every single screw is different. Now we need to pop these off. Just pop them open. That should be a star in there. This is very quick, comes right out. Boom, that's done. Very simple things, these doors. This has a little widget there, which kind of pops off, and underneath the door latch itself there's a little screw which holds this cover on. So, tiny little screw. And then this one, is that an 8? I'm trying to remember the position that the window winder is in. So now it should just come right off. I don't think that's standard either. This looks like sound deadening. That's not from the factory, man. A couple of cockroaches, some dust. It's probably from the Sahara, that. Okay, that's quite interesting, don't you think? It's like an archaeology, man. So in here is your door latch that runs in here. I don't know if you can see that. Around here up to there. So this has been bent, forced a little bit. It's not pulling as far as it should anymore. This is basically a piece of wire, just a straight piece of wire. It's been bent around here, and I was expecting to find something else behind here because I've done this before on our old disco, the disco one. It's a 95. You might have seen the video, maybe I'll link to it, where I replaced the electric window mechanism. But in the other one there is a bar for the latch, and what it is two bars, two separate pieces that end here, and then one ends here, and there are two bolts going through there. And what you can do is adjust the tension by moving the bars closer or further apart, and that will affect the throw on your door latch. Over time that obviously wiggles loose, it gets pulled and all of that, so it gets a bit fatigued, and you need to come in here. You can easily see it on a disco, under the two nuts, tighten it to where you want it to be, test it, and then there you go. This one they've done it a bit differently. So what they've done here is there are two screws here, one here and one here, and that holds the whole thing on the door. And we can take it out quickly, have a look. So there's the whole mechanism. You can see what it looks like behind there. Very simple, incredibly simple actually. And what you can see here are these two here and here, which allow you to move the door latch a little bit left and right, and that will adjust your tension on the door latch itself. So if I move it forward all the way, I should get more purchase, just that little bit. I think we're missing a couple of mils. So that's actually quite cool, the long screwdriver. Don't get my hands in the way. So we'll tighten that up there, tighten that up there. Now we need to test it. Test number one. This is thumbs up for me, result, man. It works again. Need to put the door card back on, everything back in reverse order, very easy. You might be wondering, why did I say for the faint of heart at the start of this video? I mean, it's one of the easiest jobs on the whole car, right? Come with me. Look at this. Wow, I lost that a long time ago. Yeah, but it's an aluminium car, it won't rust. What is this? The rubber. Probably for the, so that the window doesn't go down too far. Look at all this stuff. From the bottom, actually looks quite good. And you wonder why is that? Well, they put a little plate along here. Look at this. This is aluminium. That's not going to rust. everything else is rusting away. Look at it. Oh, that's pretty scary stuff. I can guarantee you every single Defender has some rust down there, and this is why you don't really want to be opening up your door cards to check in there, or do you, to try and prevent this kind of thing. Eesh. And what's made worse is the fact that these doors get slammed all the time because they're trying to close them, otherwise they bounce. We all know the double slam, right? So on the one hand, I'm quite amazed. This vehicle is now 28 years old. It's still original doors, hasn't rusted off completely. There's a bit of bubbling there. It's not too much on this door, but it is there. You can see that. Obviously the door hinges. The other side is actually quite a lot worse because I did that one a while ago. Same story here. Look at that, that looks cool, huh? Nothing wrong there, right? Not so fast, look at that. So on the one hand, it's good to know what is going on with your vehicle. On the other hand, it's quite scary to know exactly what is going on. But yeah, it's a choice you need to make. How much do you want to know about it? How much are you just going to live in ignorance with and carry on driving? And as long as it's going forwards, don't touch it. You tell me. So this is the first time I've been in this door. First time I've been after it. And the eagle-eyed among you might have spotted something that I've just seen as well, because the door is not normal. It's got all these weird little things attached to it which aren't standard. Also up here, those things break off when you try and take the door cap off, because you normally have a flat screwdriver, not like this, but it's actually like a fork, and that fork actually comes in behind these and it flicks them off and pulls them out, and sometimes you can reuse them. Not in this case, they're already broken. Someone had tried this before and they hadn't fixed it properly or done it a different way with 7 different screws, which is quite interesting. Yep, easier just to push them in, man. Trying not to break the window while you're at it. There we go. Right, so those 4 little grommets are here. Seem to have just broken off. I have to try and get those out there and replace them if I can. I had this lying around, can you believe that? Which is exactly what we need to replace these little things. And these will snap into here normally. There's another one. So these are on there again. That should snap back into place here. What do you know? Well guys, it's never as easy as you think it's going to be. As you all know out there, every one of you started doing something in your car, you always run into a hitch. The hitch here, which I didn't even see actually, I don't know if you did. Over here, it's broken. You can see it. So that's actually the problem here. It's broken off. So I've adjusted it as far as I can, but it comes out skew. If that makes sense, it should be straight. So I can try and bend it a bit, but it's not obviously going to stay that way. I'm going to have to see if I can find a new one of these or find a repair or something. But yeah, that's probably the cause of the problem in the first place. And it shows you it pays to check what you're doing first before you start waffling on about how stuff gets done, and then actually it's not good, man. Right, so what I've done is I've bent this backwards so it goes that way now, Now it lines up more straight instead of hanging down at an angle. And I think I can get the little back plate, get that back on the back there. And yeah, it's going to be holding on that one little screw for now, so we need to be a little more easy on the mechanism while we're opening the door until I can get another one of these. So guys, result, man, check it out. I think I got it all back together again, all the different kinds of screws in their different places too. It works again, which I'm really happy about. I guess you can see what kind of a mechanic I am. I just put it back to where it was. As long as it works, I'm happy. There's so much history in these cars, so much things they've been through. The previous owners have done stuff to them, changed stuff, so bring it all back to standard, sure, if you have the budget and the time. And sadly, I don't have either. So one small thing here, I can get it through the roadworthy now, and I can use it, and it's actually better this way. So why did I say it was such not for the faint of heart? You saw down below how much rust is in these doors. I'm amazed they're still holding up. They haven't fallen apart from all the slamming. There's a bit of dust gathering here. Look at that, every time. Lovely stuff, man. There's another thing wrong here which will be addressed next week. I'm not going to do it. Those of you in the know will recognize this. See the streaks? I love the smell of diff oil in the afternoon, man. I first thought it was the paper seal here because there wasn't one, so I replaced that. Still leaking. So it's the inner seals next to the ball bearings, the bearing races, sorry. So that will need to be replaced. I'm not going to do that, and I'll give you a quick reason why that is. We're basically living on a building site. I kid you not. There's one here, and there's an even bigger one over there. What does that have to do with anything? Well, these machines, you know what they're good for? Yeah, but they're also good for turning rocks into this. Dust everywhere. This is talcum powder. I can't see myself lying on here, opening the diff up, half shafts, oil, diff oil, bearing grease, covered in this fine dust. Nah, I'll leave it for the next one. Luckily the garage is just across the road. I'll drop it off on Monday. They'll do that, and they'll do the other little thing. That is the Achilles heel of a Defender TDI. That's the timing belt, which is now done 80,000. I think it's time. It's done 360,000, the engine. Nothing really wrong with it. Still fine. Doesn't really leak. The radiator oil cooler is leaking again. So annoying. Along with the transfer case, as you know, there's a little plate adapter which is covering the drain plug, and the drain plug is missing. So what I've done is I found a drain plug online, one of those magnetic ones. Hopefully it'll fit in the thread, and then we'll thread the other two bolts in there and try that, see if that keeps it in, because it leaks like anything. Every 5-10,000 kg you have to top it up again. So yeah, quick repair on a day, really hot day. Time for a beverage now. But yeah, there you go. If you're ever in this position, struggling to open the door, now you know what the problem is. It's just a couple of screws. Move that little latch forward and you're done. It's not all difficult. It's not all hammers and stuff. Basically, 2 screwdrivers, a couple of these boys, because you never know what you're going to find. I mean, who puts that in there? And that's basically it. Very easy. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little one. Very quick and easy. Let me know how you guys are doing out there, if you've ever had this problem before, and if you fixed it some other way. And also, where can I find one of those door latches? What's the best way to do that? Thanks, guys. Keep rolling. Catch you on the next one. I'm not going to lie down and get the diff out and get the... Of course not. It's a 7. No, it's not a 7 either. What the fuck?